Welcome to Recovery Dharma, everybody. My name's Josh. I'm one of the facilitators here at Soul Center, the Spokane Sangha. We are in May already. Um, the year is going by fast, and this year we are covering monthly topics of 2026 is Buddhism 101, thanks to Julia. Um, so the first 4 months of the year, we studied, investigated, discussed, meditated on the Four Noble Truths. And then, if you're familiar with the Four Noble Truths, the fourth tells us that there is a path towards the cessation of suffering or discomfort, and that is an eightfold path. And now that we are in May, we are going to begin talking about the first of the eight steps on the Eightfold Path, um, which Julia has reframed in her magic way that she does these things as curiosity, to be curious. Traditionally, the the first of the first step along the Eightfold Path is wise understanding or wise view. And as I've studied on these eight steps, um, it it reminds me how basic these concepts are, um, and yet how much you can get into these and how deep you can go. Um, what I've come to understand of understanding is it's kind of a loop around getting us onto this path of wise understanding is basically us coming to terms with the first of the Four Noble Truths. So, as we learn the first Four Noble Truths, um, we step on this path, as it were, understanding what those Four Noble Truths are. And for me, this idea of a path, I don't know if it's a Western thing or a Josh thing. Um, I think of a straight line. And I was reminded recently that this is not a straight line. Nothing in life is a straight line. Uh, as a recovering addict in a program here, learning how to manage my negative habit energy, I've definitely experienced ups and downs and setbacks and full circle experiences uh, on this path that I've been on. And this eightfold path that we're studying is represented traditionally by a spoked wheel. Uh, it's not an arrow. It's not a line. It's not a road that we're standing at one end looking down towards the other. And the fact that it is eightfold, it's not it's not just eight stairs up to heaven. It's something that we should expect to turn in circles and to radiate outward. Sometimes it rolls forward, sometimes it rolls backwards. Sometimes we might skip a step, and sometimes we might repeat a step. But it's it is interesting to me how such a simple idea can become so rich and so complex. There's uh, only seven notes, right? And think of all the beautiful music that can be created with those seven notes and the half steps in between and all the variations and combinations. So, likewise, this eightfold path has the potential to really create a very rich experience for us human beings. So, if you would care to join me in a meditation that I prepared, go ahead and find a nice, comfortable position for yourself while I invite my bowl to sing. And in whatever comfortable posture it is that you've decided on, whether you're sitting, laying down, whether you're in stillness or in motion, just settle into this moment. If you are able to find a position of stillness, feel free to close your eyes or soften your gaze and allow your breath to settle into a natural rhythm. As you breathe in and breathe out, inhale fully and exhale, letting go of small tensions as you settle in. Notice the contact of your body with whatever it's touching, in whatever position you are, rooted to the earth, and allow this moment to be an arrival. Tonight, let's set an intention to explore the first step on the Noble Eightfold Path, wise understanding, and investigate how it helps meet habitual patterns, habit energy, old routines. Let's investigate it with an attitude of curiosity and kindness. Bringing attention to your breath as an anchor. Notice your inhale and exhale, the rising and the falling of your belly, the inflation and contraction of your chest. As you breathe, paying attention to your breath, be kind to yourself if your mind wanders. Don't judge, it's part of being human. Just breathe. Bring attention to your body, briefly scanning from the top of your head down to the soles of your feet. And as you bring awareness to your body, notice any areas of ease or tightness, but just notice, don't judge. If there's any area of tightness, breathe into that tension, acknowledge its presence with gentle kindness. Now, invite the phrase wise understanding to resonate softly. Wise understanding is clear, open seeing, noticing what is without adding blame or telling yourself stories. Wise understanding invites us to fully observe the Four Noble Truths. As we've learned, First Noble Truth tells us there is discomfort. As human beings, we experience feelings, urges, restlessness, boredom, anxiety, or fear. The second noble truth tells us there are causes, conditions, and patterns that gives rise to these discomforts. Our habitual reactions, repeated thoughts or stories, our conditioned responses. But the third noble truth teaches us there's a possibility for change. We can recognize that this discomfort is impermanent. And then the fourth noble truth tells us there's a path. Wise understanding supports the choices that lead away from these unhelpful cycles that we've learned over our years as human beings. Bring to mind one present pattern of habit energy that you experience, a repeated urge, a thought loop, or automatic reaction. Whatever it is, just meet it with gentle curiosity. Perhaps this makes you feel something in your physical body. Notice where you feel it. Notice how intense it is. What kind of textures or qualities does it have? Is it a lump in your throat? Tightness in your belly? Whatever it is, just breathe toward it, allowing it to be noticed rather than acted upon. There's nothing you need to fix. Or ask yourself inwardly with softness, what is this discomfort inviting me to know? Don't try to force an answer. Just notice sensations, images, or memories that arise as information when you ask yourself. Recognize any habitual response that typically follows. Reaching for distraction, maybe, reacting, shrinking, maybe clinging. See that pattern as conditioned. It's something you've learned over time. It's not your essential self. And if it helps, name that response, whatever it is, and then let it pass and return to your breath. From the space opened by wise understanding, consider one small, skillful option that you can choose when your negative habit energy arises. Maybe you can pause, take a deep breath, shift your attention to other senses, talk to a wise friend, or simply allow the discomfort to move through you and then pass by. We consider wise understanding and the awareness that it contains for us. Let's sit in silence for a few moments as we close the meditation and some calm breaths. Thank you, friends. Namaste. Thank you, Julia. Thanks for being here tonight, everybody. It's always great to see you. I'd like to offer a dedication of merit. May wise understanding deepen in our hearts. May recognizing discomfort and its causes loosen habitual patterns and inspire gentle, skillful choices. And may our practice bring greater freedom and ease to ourselves and all beings everywhere. Namaste.